Hi everyone, this is Ludwig from Arvikasoft, and this is a short walkthrough video of the Metadata Search Tool plugin that we just put on the Unreal Marketplace. So I'm using the Snowdon Towers sample project from Revit 2024 and just added the plugin in, and you're gonna have something like this when you start it up. So first thing I did is I turned off the light sources layer here because the model has a lot of point lights, so it gets pretty slow otherwise, just for recording purposes. So anyway, you can see that Unreal says that there are 5,910 actors in the level. We've tested this with like models that are 4 or 5 times as large, and it works fine also. Just for reference, so the plugin says 5,903, so the last 7 actors are stuff like exponential height fog and directional light and things that don't have metadata. But yeah, so you get by default just a list of all the actors in the model like this in alphabetical order. You can sort descending, you can sort ascending, and you can click any one of these to get the metadata. So typically you would find this metadata, like you click the actor and you go down to the very bottom here of the details. This is going to be under asset user data, like it's like collapsed like this, data smith user data, metadata, and then you would have all of these, but it's kind of a pain to get at. So but with this plugin you get it all in this handy window, which you can dock it up top or dock it here or use it like this, like any other Unreal window. Yep, so you can click any of these in the search result list. You get a list of the metadata. You get the hierarchy showing like the root node, like the 3D, the top level actor in the level, and then even down to component level if you do that. So yeah, so you can search actor like either by name, but you can do that in the editor too, so why would you? But the interesting thing is here you can search metadata by key and value. So for instance, let's say I found the countertop here, so I can see that this is a family countertop. Okay, so I can hover over family, I can copy this here, I can paste it in as a key, either as contains or if I want to do exact match, and then I can do in contains, I can put counter, for instance. So then it would search, it would find all the actors, 61 actors that matches the search countertop or counter. So I can hit select all. I get all of these actors, so I can use the editor to focus them. I can do all of the normal editor stuff with them, like if I just wanted to see these, I can do show only selected, and that would get me just the countertops. And then I can do really whatever I want with them in the editor. Yep, and we can click any of these. So countertop like that. You see this one has a depth of 0.10. So let's say I just wanted to find the ones that have depth 0.10. So I can add another key and value here. So this, okay, there's 1 0.10 and 1 2.11. So not that many, but I can still show you the principles here. So now I get 2 search filters. Element family contains counter, element depth contains 0.10, and that's the only match. Can select it in the editor and then do whatever I want. And I can delete this filter. I can't delete the default one, but I can just clear, and it gets all the actors. I can even select all the actors if I want, but that's pretty slow, so you might not always want to do that. Yeah, so that's basically the intended use case of the plugin. Just search and filter stuff and then do whatever you normally do in the editor with the things you find. So quick overview of the plugin itself. Main things you get the main editor utility widget here. So if this one should turn out to be closed, you can right click and run, and it should load, should find all the matches, and there you can do the normal stuff. And then we get the see the blueprints here. Get mostly in the UI. We get all the widgets. You can create your own user interface based on top of this. There's runtime specific widgets. There's editor specific widgets. Um, so yeah, great performance. It's all asynchronous C++ functions that you find here. So there's a Blueprint API for runtime and for editor here. If you wanted to build your own editor or see, let me just resize this. You want to build your own editor or runtime functionality, you can use the blueprints in the editor subsystem. So you get this one, metadata search system, you just metadata search system like this to get it. And then you get all these nodes here. You can add like that. I have prepared all of them, just a quick overview of what's in there. Actor hierarchy gets the top to bottom like actor hierarchy, like you have the top Revit model or whatever you're importing down to like another actor, and then it gets the components as well, or maybe that's another node. Yeah, this is the hierarchy with component, and this is just with actors. Okay, so there's that one. This gets all the components in the scene. Actors and components is a list of them. There's no parameters in if you want to do stuff with them. This gets all the components with metadata. This gets all the metadata in the scene just as a key value pair list. You can see I can get an element here. I can split this one. You see it's a map, so I can find a metadata data like, you know, element family or whatever in Blueprint. So this one gets all metadata of one specific actor, same type. This is the hierarchy node that also gets components. It's the same as the one above. Probably should have put this one like here. My mistake. So these nodes searches metadata in scene, all metadata in scene. This filters for actors, and this one has a lot more filters. So the filter options here, that's the stuff that we had exposed in the widgets. You can filter by key value, case sensitive or not. You get the match types and the keys and the values you want to search for. And then see, these are asynchronous nodes. So you can hit like a start for if you want to build a UI, like start searching. You can print this on kind of text box, and then when it's completed, you can return the search results. So you will get a map of components, or actually, yeah, actors with an array of components, and then components with maps of metadata on them. So you can query that structure and get whatever you want from it. You can look at the examples of how we've done it in the widgets. And this one has the actor name filter also, and multiple filter options. You can make an array, you can add a filter, you can add another filter also if you want to do that. And this last one is a utility function that just sorts the actor array by name, ascending or descending. So together with that, you know, you can use one of these nodes to just find the actors, and then use that as input to another node and do all of it asynchronously. Yeah. So just a quick look at the runtime UI. So this is more to demonstrate that it's possible to do this stuff in runtime. We don't actually have any functionality built on top of that. So this is the same model in runtime. I don't want to spin around too much and look at the model because it has the lights, so it's gonna crash my computer. Probably want to turn off the lights in runtime if you want to do that. But let's say you're building an application where you're importing stuff at runtime and you want to do something with it. So this is the same widgets as in the editor, the same functionality. You can copy these, you can create some filters, you can find the elements, but there's no selection or anything here because we don't have that in runtime. But here you would build your own blueprints and use the nodes that are there to do stuff if you want to replace materials, or you have some sort of other C++ plugin that you want to hook into that does stuff with the meshes, or whatever you want. Yeah. But yeah, it's all very performant and stable and good, and we are very proud of it. Hope that helps you, and don't hesitate to reach out to us with any further questions. Thank you.